All right, we're here for the Estacada Parks and Rec Commission meeting for July 24th. Can I have a roll call, please?
Chair Bellomo,
Here.
Commissioner Brandt,
Here.
Commissioner Huff,
Here.
Commissioner Lachinsky.
Here.
Commissioner Testel,
Here.
Commissioner Jackson is absent. Commissioner Shearburl.
Here remotely.
Oh, all righty. And Youth Commissioner Lane is absent. Okay.
Perfect. Was that all the names?
Counselor Hughes is also absent.
Right. Yep.
Okay,
Perfect.
that's it.
Great. All right. And then can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting? The consent agenda from the last meeting? Just I move to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Okay, sorry. I move to approve the meeting minutes.
Yeah.
From last week.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Perfect.
Sorry.
That's all good. And then I think we have one online, but any comments from online? No? Okay, all good. Okay, then we'll go into commission business. First, we had the concert and park review for the concerts on the 28th and the 11th. Those are the next ones for tomorrow and not tomorrow, Saturday and the next one. But the first two concerts, the first one we had a lot of turnout. We had a decent turnout on the first one. The second one, not so much.
Oh. The most recent one.
Yeah, the most recent one, but it was hot and it's in the middle of the day. So I don't know. It could be expected. We'll see what happens with the rest of the ones going forward. We had the ice cream guy again. We had the face painting ladies. We had the popcorn people, and then I was passing out the park surveys, which was good. Actually, everyone who I asked filled out a survey, which is good. So hopefully we'll get more people next time and try to get some more surveys out. For the city, could you guys post for the concert coming on Sunday? If you guys can do a post for that.
Yeah, we can get that. If you can get that information to Taryn, she can schedule that for you.
Perfect. Okay, I'll shoot email for Taryn for that. And then I'm gonna have Taryn print out some more hard copies of the survey so we can hand out some more. And then I'm gonna leave some at the library.
Okay.
So we'll talk more about that on number 3. The only thing, so we had Christie's come out for the first one. We didn't have a food vendor for the second one. So I sent out a bunch of emails to different people. The only issue is if they're not local people, most of them have minimums that it's either they have like a minimum like number of people who need to show up to like be worth their time, or they have like a minimum threshold dollar amount that you could like say if they don't hit $700, you could like, I think you can make up for the rest of it, like depending on how many people came and like got food and stuff like that. So we can think about, so I mean, that's a good thing about Christie's is she doesn't really, since she's local, she doesn't have either of those. So if you guys think of other people to email or like to contact and see if they want to come out for the next concerts, feel free just to reach out to people and see what they say. Yeah, because I think we have 3 more, and then so we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what the turnout is on Sunday. We'll see what the turnout is at the Arts of the Creek. I'm kind of hoping we'll get a little bit more people if the weather cools down a little bit, but I don't know. Either it was just hot or there was just other stuff going on in the day. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the next one will be a little bit busier.
Yeah,
But,
I completely forgot about it too.
Yeah.
But there was also the cruise in the day before, I think. Was that the same weekend? The cruising at the Timber Park was like the day before or something like that.
I think that was the same day.
Or the same
Oh,
day? Yeah.
the auto show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was something. It was like around the same
Yeah.
time. There might have been a baseball tournament at the same time.
Yeah.
The only thing we talked, I saw Melanie, the city manager there, and we did talk about potentially doing like shade options.
Mhm.
Like obviously nothing's gonna get built like this year right now for it, but the canopies were good because I took them out and we just put them around people and people used them. But maybe we'll look into some trying to do something permanent, like a
Mhm.
permanent shade structure that they could like that we could use during the summer or something like that.
Yeah.
The thing I was thinking about too, and I haven't looked to see all the major plans for Wade Creek, but I went to a concert in the park for Happy Valley last Thursday, and they have where they normally set up in front of the gazebo, and they have the skate park, tennis court, play structure, and splash pad
Mhm.
all right there. Where in our case, because of where everything lies, you have the amphitheater, or you can go do everything else. And I think that probably makes it a little bit more difficult for kids to be able to just go and do whatever they're doing. And it may be something where we want to look at being able to have some more activities to do all right there, where the kids can kind of roam around, do what they want more. There might be some more engagement that way. But Happy Valley is a hard one to compare it to because
Slightly higher population.
well, and Happy Valley Park is their community hub. They don't have a downtown, So when the community is doing stuff, it's generally at Happy Valley Park. So it's a little bit different setup that way. But I was just noticing, like logistically, like, oh, a parent could be sitting there watching the show and their kids could be anywhere in that area doing any number of things and they can see it right there. So we may have to adapt that somehow to make those things a little bit more engaging.
Like maybe if we brought like yard games or
Mhm.
something like that. Like we get like a pickleball or not a pickleball,
Cornhole?
cornhole. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Like we could do like a couple sets of those or something like that.
Yeah, maybe like we can, think of some ideas and see what we've got available.
Yeah,
Bubbles are always good.
the kids always like chalk
Mhm.
at the
Yeah, chalk.
events. Okay, yeah, we could definitely try to get some more stuff and bring it out and see what.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you guys think, yeah, that's if think of it, yeah, that's great.
How did the time get chosen? I feel like that's a hard kind of time. Like it's nap time for my kids,
Yeah.
so like I feel like a lot of young families might be napping or like it's in the middle of the day.
We were testing it this year
Okay.
because every year before it was always on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And I can't remember, it was like
It was
It's like
late,
5.
right? Yeah.
like 5 to 7
Yeah,
or
it
something
was
like
5 to
that.
7.
Cause like what if we did like 4 to 6, where it's early, where it's before bedtime,
Yeah,
but it's not the middle of the day.
yeah,
I was just curious.
I think it would be good. I think the later day, the only issue with that park is like as the sun comes over the community room, it's just right on the stage. So if we had like better shade options, I think we could do it later in the day. Or if we had some sort of like I don't know, I don't think there's any lighting. Like if like it was like more towards like, but the only problem is it's so late in the summer. You'd have to be
Yeah.
doing it from like 9 to 11 in the summer.
But even like a 4 to 6, or
Yeah.
5 to 7 or something.
Yeah,
And then that could, if you had a dinner option, a food truck,
Yeah.
people, if it's 5 to 7, people are gonna want to eat dinner.
yeah,
Might
Yeah.
bring in more people to eat as well.
that's true. Yeah, I was like, yeah, we were just testing it this year
Yeah.
on that time slot, but I think maybe something a little bit later would probably work out a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Happy Valleys was 6:30 to 8:30.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, you got like the park was basically in full shade by the end of it because it got trees. But yeah, it was definitely a little bit later.
yeah, okay, yeah. When we're planning next year's, we definitely think about trying to get it a little bit later in the day. I think Sundays are a decent day because it's like
Yeah, I think
during the
Sundays
week
are
was
good.
tough, probably later, but
Yeah.
I think we do
Sunday
like,
afternoon, evening, I feel like most people are home or around,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
I do like Sundays. Yeah, but the time's a little.
Okay, cool. I mean, it's honestly, it's great feedback because it's like, we do want more people to try to come out and
Yeah.
that may just be a tough time for people with kids and stuff like that. So, yeah, for sure. But, Cool.
Sundays in Estacada, most of the food trucks are closed, so like having that on like a
Mhm.
day where there's only like the restaurants to go to, that might like be nice or bring more people in.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
nice. Cool, okay, well then for at least maybe, I'll try to swing by the store and I'll try to maybe pick up like a bunch of chalk and then some bubbles.
Like bubble wands, you
Yeah.
know, like those tubes of bubbles are good.
Yeah, I can, yeah,
Multiple kids can use them.
yeah, we can just hand them out at the,
Dollar Tree has them.
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And we, yeah, you know, if we hand them out of the table, then we can have people fill out the park surveys when they pick up the bubbles and stuff. Yeah, that's true.
Could
Okay,
you put little Parks and Rec stickers on
yeah, that's true.
them?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do something like that. That'd be great. Cool, okay, then I will, yeah, I'll go pick some stuff up and
I think
Yeah.
bubbles and chalk are like.
bubble and
perfect.
chalk. Sure, okay, yeah, I can do that, no
And,
problem.
Like low key, it's not a lot of setup or.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
perfect. Cool. Anything else? All good? You good, Steven? Maybe. That,
Yeah, sorry, it takes me a little while to, my phone's like about to die and it's plugged in, so I'm keeping it, I'm keeping it off, like the screen off, and then I have to like get into it to unmute. But yeah, all good.
perfect. Cool, okay, and then Arts in the Creek.
That's this Saturday,
This Saturday, it's
12 to
12 to
6.
6.
12 to 6. I'm gonna be there all day because I told Jesse that I would set up my fly tying stuff and sell flies. So I'm gonna be there all day. But she did say that I think the easiest thing is I'll share a table with the DEIC.
Oh, okay.
So the Diversity, Equity and Inclusion Commission. So if you guys want to come and hang out like for a little bit and pass out park flyers, if we want to figure out just like when people want to come out and do that.
Yeah, I was thinking I could at least dedicate like 2 hours.
Sure.
But I was thinking if we could all figure out like which 2 hours would be most beneficial.
Yeah.
Like if we all figure out
What time is it at?
12 to 6.
I get off work at 2 at the country, so I could be there from like 3 to 6.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm probably gonna be there around the start because I know they need a lot of setup help.
Yeah.
Like they're asking like wheelbarrows and everything for different people to bring stuff in. So I haven't done the sign up yet, but I'm planning on going and being there probably for a lot of it.
okay, so like most of the day.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna help them set up and then I'm gonna be there all day because I'm gonna do some tying anyway. So
I
So-
can try, I just have to coordinate
sure.
children.
Yeah, it's all good. Like I said, I mean, honestly, I was planning even if for some reason people couldn't make it, I was gonna just have the DIC people potentially do the surveys since they're there
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay.
So no, I like whenever you guys can come
Yeah.
and hang out for a little bit and I think what were we thinking about? What did she say? Because they're doing because the arts commission, they're doing tie-dyeing the whole time.
Oh, that's cool.
They actually made shirts and had like sponsors and stuff like that. And then they had an event like last week where they tie-dyed like a bunch of shirts, but then they're also doing it while they're doing while they're actually doing the event. So they'll be like tie-dyeing and stuff. And then like I said, DEIC will be there the whole time. I mainly just planned out doing like the park surveys
Mhm.
and then maybe just like a little like craft activity for the kids or something like that. I think my wife was doing like a scavenger cart, like a scavenger like bingo, and then like giving it to the kids and they can like mark it off and then they come back for like a piece of candy or a toy or something like
I like a
that.
scavenger hunt.
And we
That's
have the
cool.
coloring sheets if we want to use those.
Perfect. I can
as
get some of those prints out
yeah.
too. Perfect. Yeah, it'd be great. Yeah, okay, so I'll print out those and then we'll pass out those with the park surveys and then with the scavenger hunt and then the kids can come get candy and stuff like that. I think there's probably plenty for
Yeah.
the event. Yeah, that's cool. What actually I'll take a look at the coloring. What was the design? Oh, that one's pretty cool. It's
2 different ones.
oh, that one's great. So one is like a park with trees and a pond and a bench. That one's pretty cool. And then, okay, then I'll have the city print out a few of these for us. Okay, that one's good too. Oh yeah, they're both great. Yeah. Look at that.
That's cute.
And then it's just,
You just did that on Canva?
My husband helped me. He
Oh,
just found
nice.
like some templates and then changed things on them.
oh, that's great. That's awesome. Cool. All right. Yeah, we'll get those printed out.
One is like a little more complex, maybe for older kids.
Sure. Oh, that's great.
I like that.
Cool. Yeah, I did find a website where like you can convert pictures into
Oh,
coloring book pages.
that's cool.
So I was thinking, these are perfect for the art,
Yeah.
but maybe for like the other events, like if I can get a pictures of like there's like Wade Creek.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like if they just run it through like a system and it like folds out like all the hard lines and like puts on the coloring page.
You could do like a picture of each of our parts.
Yeah, we can do something like that and then put like a cicada on it. I was gonna take a look at that and just see what the websites would spit out for that. But no, these are great. These are perfect. So I think for the Arts in the Creek, that'll be pretty good. That's great. And then we're good on the. So yeah, like I said, people can show up as they wait. I think we'll have plenty of time for people to be there. So
Okay.
perfect. Cool. Anything else for the Arts in the Creek? Cool.
Yeah, just that we won't be making it because we're going on a road trip right at the start of that. So
All good. Perfect.
Have fun.
And then, okay, the park survey. So I was thinking, so I'm gonna drop off a stack at the library. I talked to the people at the library. I'm gonna drop off a stack there.
Okay.
And then I'll probably put a note on them to like return them to City Hall.
Oh,
Right now, all the ones I have filled out, I just have at home. And then, so if I can get people to pick them up at the library and then just return them to City Hall, that'd be great. But if you guys think of other places where I could drop off either like the surveys or maybe print out a QR code to put on a bulletin
Yeah,
board or
did we
something.
decide if we can do the QR codes at each of the parks where people can scan?
Yes.
Like on a yard sign?
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
the yard sign. That's what I
You
remember.
know, like for
The-
example, like Amazon has really cheap yard signs. If we could just like even just laminate like an 8.5 by 11 QR and just tape it on there or something and put one on each of the parks. That would be really easy to scan your phone while you're sitting there
Got it.
watching the kids or something.
Mhm.
Okay, that's actually smart. I forgot about that.
Might get a lot of people who actually utilize the parks.
Right.
We have a bulletin board inside the country that the community uses and lots of people like look at it and stuff. It's got like events for all around, like
Yeah.
Estacada and stuff on it.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, we
Okay.
could definitely do something up there.
Great. Okay, then I'll probably the only thing I need to do is for the QR code is I don't know if it's a website I use or if all like the free QR codes like they just like have a set amount of time that you can use them for and then they expire. I don't know. Steve, do you know how to do that like a permanent QR code or not so
yeah,
much?
they're always permanent. It's just a QR code is always just as long as the URL is valid. But a QR code is just a representation of the characters inside of the URL.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I was gonna let I don't know, I got an email like a couple days ago saying like, oh, in 3 days it'll expire. So I was gonna wait to see if it actually kept working after like Saturday. And if it kept working, then I was just gonna use it again.
Yeah.
Or I would
That's
just,
fine.
Yeah, if you're that's not related to the QR code. That's like if you're using like a URL shortener or something and they want to expire the link.
oh,
But
okay.
yeah, the QR code is just it's just like a different way of writing the address.
Got it. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. So then I'll get some, the only thing I need to do, I was going to take the QR code and put it on a Word doc and then just put like Estacada Park survey, like fill out here. And then, yeah, I forgot about the yard sign idea. Okay. Perfect. I'll write that down just so I remember. And we'll just stick 'em around in the parks. I think that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, like I know, there are benches and stuff at most of the parks. A lot of parents sit and watch their kids. It would be really easy to just scan and fill out while you're watching them.
Perfect. Okay, cool. And then, I'll have if I should make them by the time the concert is ready. So I'll bring you a couple and then you can just stick them up on the bulletin board at the country. That'd be great too.
Yeah,
Cool. Okay.
And we go to a lot of the parks, so like if the QRs are done, I'm happy to bring them to the different parks.
Perfect.
Just let me know
Great.
when they're ready. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Okay, so then, yeah, I'll look into how much the yard signs would cost. I think we'd only need like 5 anyway, so. So I mean, it can't be that much money. I think I'll just go to let's see if the sign person does it, and then, yeah, we can go around, I just go around and stick them in the parks. I think it'd be good. Perfect. Okay, good idea.
Did you think about maybe putting one out here in the little board that's like right outside City Hall?
We could, yeah. There's a bulletin board in City Hall too, that we could put it up, perfect. And then I'll have I'll email Taryn to also share the link so people can get it through Facebook
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
So hopefully, so if you see that and then just share it to like the locals page and like the other pages, then I think we'll get a pretty decent amount of people. It seemed like, because almost everybody I asked was like more than happy to fill it out, except for one person who was like, oh, I don't want to fill it out, and then proceeded to tell me exactly what was on the survey for 40 minutes. And I was like, write it down.
I
Just
wonder,
writing it down
That's
for
why
him as
my,
he's
my
talking.
digital might, might have a better turnout with digital because everybody texts, and
Yeah.
everybody's on their phone.
I wonder too if we got a list of everywhere that the passport is being handed out, and having that alongside, because I know like at Froyo Place, they've got the passport there.
That's where I was thinking of. Yeah, the Froyo.
So there may be some more businesses that might want to be a repository, like if we have
Sure.
them there too.
Right.
So yeah, you see the passport, then you also see the survey right next to it.
Perfect.
Might go hand in hand.
Great. What the passport is?
It's
Right.
yeah,
know
it's
if I
something
heard this.
that the arts committee put together. It's kind of like Cuesta Queda, but just
Oh,
Uh,
okay,
it's more pared down, but
got it.
just go get some after the meeting, go look at it.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Then I'll get some stuff printed out, and then, yeah, if you guys want to go around and
Yeah,
put
I would be
stuff around
happy
and
to
stuff like
put it-
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's great. Okay, cool. Anything else? Good. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I
Go
do
ahead.
have something. Did we figure out how we're inputting all the information yet?
So I just need to know if if whatever comes through in the Google Forms, I don't know if I can just extract the data
Okay.
into like a spreadsheet and then
Gotcha.
like manipulate it from there.
Yeah.
Or if I'm just gonna get like a bunch of links to a bunch of different like to the answers, and then I have to like manually pull all the data out of it.
It's
Okay,
in Google Form. It should automatically be collecting and organizing.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think like on the Google Form, there's like if you're an admin
Mhm.
person for it, on the top, it says like the form, and then you can, on the other side, it says something about like results or survey something.
Yeah.
And if you click on that, you should be able to see everything. And I
Got
think they pair it by question.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious if they have like averages and all that stuff, because I mean, a lot of it will be, we'll have to parse through the written answers.
yeah.
Because like what people would like to see and like in the
Yeah.
for amenities and stuff like that, that'll probably, it'll take some time to go through it and just be like, okay, like what I did with the pickleball surveys. It was like, I took everyone's like, if they had like a unique idea, like because most people think of it the same like dozen things, and then once in a while you have like outliers. So like if like 100 people ask for like trash cans, and I was like, okay, this many people asked for this many people asked for this, one person put this, or like, and if like, or like, and then like just extracting the data through their written ones might be a little bit more tedious, but
Mm,
I can't imagine that would take that long. And I think it would be easy enough to put into a presentation for whoever wanted to look at it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think it would be that bad. But I'm sure they have like some sort of like, oh, because we had like the 1 through 5 questions. I'm sure they're like, oh, the average, like if they average it over it was like 4.5 or whatever, right?
Or if it's like multiple choice, it will show you a percentage of how many people chose this, how many people chose
That's
that.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only other thing is, so I'll have to take all those and then all the manual ones and then just combine them. But it might be easy enough just to take the manual ones and then put them into a Google form.
Acting
Like,
as if you're filling out the survey.
yeah, exactly. And then just letting Google's do its thing and then pulling out the data that way. That's probably might be easier. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what we end up with in a couple months. If I have like a stack of like like 100 like filled out ones and there's a bunch online, it might take a little bit of time, but
Yeah.
I think
We should definitely push digital if we
I
can.
think so.
With the QR codes and stuff. I think that would
Perfect.
help.
Are you guys gonna make the like results available to like
Oh
the
yeah.
public? That can, like,
Yeah,
so they-
it'll be it's all for like city use stuff, and I'm sure city council or the council will probably share it or something like that. Or I mean, honestly, even like we can like put it on our agenda to like go over it after like 3 months. We've done it for 3 months, then we can do a little thing, and then like if I make like a PowerPoint or something, like shoot it over to the council and they can look at it that way. So yeah, I think so.
Right.
Cool. All good?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And then last thing we had, the SK to the 120th anniversary discussion. Did anyone think of any? I mean, we got time, but I don't know if anyone thought of
That's next year.
yeah
Yeah.
to incorporate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the first thing
What is it? What's the month?
I think they're just gonna do it like as soon as 2025
Yeah.
hits is like
Okay.
the 120th year, right?
Oh, okay.
So I think our
So not a specific month, but
No,
more
no.
just celebrating the year.
yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, but so our first event would be Halloween's our last one for the year.
Mhm.
Would be either the spring to spring is probably our first event for the year.
And that's not gonna be the new path.
That would be the new path.
it would be
if,
the new path. Okay.
Yeah, if we got it squared away in time.
Okay.
The only other event like potentially that we like is if we did a winter event. It would just be if we did a winter event in like January, February instead of November, December time.
Yeah.
But so we got plenty of time to think of
Mhm.
ways to incorporate it into our events. But I have not given it much thought at all. I don't know if anyone else was thinking about it.
I'm trying to think of something like, I don't know. Hard. Like how big are we wanting the event?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's deciding too, is like, is this gonna be a theming kind of thing, or is this
Yeah.
gonna be a
Like, do we go back
activity?
120 years and
I think it's
do
just
like a tour of what the town used to be 120 years ago?
right.
Get a trolley.
I
There
think
is a trolley.
Yeah.
is there?
That little
Uh,
red
the
trolley
sandy
that
one.
goes
Oh, the
in
sandy
there.
one. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Just borrow, just put a substitute over real quick for the night.
I mean, it stops here.
I think, and I'll ask Jerry about it because I think what he was like is like whenever we do events during the year of 2025, like
Mhm.
incorporating the anniversary of the city into
Oh,
it
I
somehow
see.
into the
Okay.
events we were already planning on doing. You know, I don't.
Could it be as something as simple as like, if we were doing a craft or a color sheet, like making it related to that?
I think
or-
so.
Or the sprint to spring, do it in 120 minutes and.
I guess
Like,
we'll-
I don't even know if that's a
5K.
good.
We're allotting like an hour total, so 60 minutes.
I'm a
Um,
slow
and-
runner, okay?
And by the way, the date I picked out, I have on the form for that is April 5th.
April 5th, okay.
Okay.
For the
And
run.
yeah, and I forget if it's on the agenda or not, because I don't have it in front of me, but I have lots of info on that, so.
Oh, good. Okay, then we can add that to
Yeah,
the next portion. That's all good.
okay. Okay, so think of ways,
Spring.
like 120 minutes would be a
Yeah.
great time for me.
But we can think about it. If you want to tell us about the run, Steven, you can do that.
Yeah, I guess just the quick update is, so the application process is really big. There's like but I've gotten really far into it with a lot of the details, like, there are some signatures I need to get still. I have like insurance picked out for it and all this stuff. There's like this huge checklist you have to go through. So I think last time when I made a map and I kind of filled out the form initially,
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I think it's close. And then as I started digging into it, it's like, oh, there's still a lot to do, but a lot has been done on it. I am at a point where I want to I'm gonna hit up Melanie in the next day or two because it's kind of like made the application assumes that the organization is like an event promoter.
Mm.
But you know, in this case, the organization is the city. so so it's like there are a few spots in there where it's really weird because it's kind of like it's the city applying for the city. So I need to clear up a couple things with her. And then we should be ready to go.
Okay,
Nice. Cool.
I'm excited for that.
What, so you said that you're right now just in the middle of, getting the actual forms filled out then? Like,
The forms are all filled out. I have like, so, and then there's like a big checklist of things that you have to do. There's a couple signatures that I need to get. And then there's, and then you're supposed to buy insurance, but then it's weird. So I have insurance picked out, but then the weird thing is that if we do get the course certified, they will insure it. So, but the event insurance is actually pretty affordable. So it's for just one, it's like $100. So it's not a big deal.
Okay.
But yeah, it's basically there's some like we're down to just like a few small details that I just need to suss out that are hard to fill out because we're not because it's the city, because the city commission that's putting on the event and not like a for-profit promoter kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think Melanie's going to be able to help me sort a couple of those things out, and then the form will be done, and I'll be able to finally submit it.
Oh, okay. So the only reason I was asking was because I didn't know if there was any like has it gone through like any sort of like approval from like for like the because you were worried about like the actual approval of the
Course.
route. Yeah, was all of that fine with them, or do we not know about that yet though?
We don't know about that yet. So it's kind of there's some like there were some things that we thought that we'd be able to turn this in and then take some next steps. But some of the steps we thought we would have to take after applying are actually part of the application. And so so basically it's just like the application process is just like a lot bigger than we thought at first. But like, one of the big things is just like insurance. And then but as far as I can.
His phone must have died.
Yeah.
Oh, it just went on mute, yeah.
Your phone deck?
Steven, it looks like you got muted.
Technical issues. That's all right.
Well, it sounds like a good area to be in.
Yeah. Oh, here.
Oh, there you go.
It's just like a little strange because it's asking all these questions about the assumption is that it's an event promoter and not the language makes it a little bit tricky when the entity that is approving the application is the same entity that is making the application. Yeah,
Oh, I see.
Got it.
you see, because it's the city applying to do something in the city.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So,
see.
and so, but I'm so yeah, I wanted to contact Melanie and see if we can work that out before we go on our trip.
Perfect. Cool. Okay. Well, yeah. Let me know if you need anything on that.
Okay.
But cool. Great. All right. Anyone have anything else?
I just kind of had an idea for the 120-year celebration.
Yeah, we got.
So in looking at across the year, across our different events, is going through different points through history. So first event is going to be tailored around the 1905 or as close to as we can theme to it. And then maybe our last event have some sort of thing where people can write in what their idea of what in 120 years from now might look like. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, we'll get themed like Estacada through the years or something like that.
Yeah.
Like as our events go, we get different years. That'd be cool. It would be you could if we
Are we allowed to do I'm blanking on what that's called, where you buried in the ground.
Oh, a time capsule?
Yeah, are we allowed to do a time capsule?
You can ask Melanie and see what she says.
Who's
That'd
gonna
be
dig it
fun.
up in 120
Hey,
years?
they're digging a hole right now for the splash pad.
Yeah, that'll be the part. Yeah, it'll be Vincent.
Just put it just kind of next to it.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna write a complaint, then they'll open in 120 years and they're still talking about the same complaint.
I think that'd be a cool like event though, like everyone come and drop like one thing per family or, you know, so it's like small or.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
If we're allowed to dig a hole somewhere.
When we come up with our calendar for next year, like the actual events.
Yeah.
We can like see how many events like are scheduled, like say we have 10 like across the year, then we can just take the 120 divided by and then you can have intervals and then those could be our year, like our
Oh,
year.
yeah,
Every
that's smart.
12 years or
Yeah.
every 10.
Yeah.
depending on how many.
I see.
Yeah, we could do something like that. That'd
Yeah.
probably be pretty cool.
At least bring it up to see if
I
it
like
fits
that too.
in the
Yeah.
overall scheme of what everybody's doing, so.
Dividing
Yeah.
the years between events.
Like, so like 1905, 1925, 1945, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
Like mostly my idea started with, well, at the end, we should look at what 120 years from now would look like. And then it's like,
I
okay,
like
well, how do we
that.
tie that in some way? But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Just spitballing a little bit here.
No, that's cool. I honestly, I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, at least that way it's not the same thing like across every event. We like
Yeah.
we can do something a little bit different, like to coincide with like those years. I don't know. I think I think that would be pretty cool. And just give us like I said, it's more of like a theme for like our events for next year. We can
Yeah.
like build stuff around that. That's a pretty good
Thought
idea.
of Kids could maybe draw a picture of what Estacada would look like in 120 years, like have a little contest. Yeah.
Guess what the population is going to be in 2020 years.
Oh, man. That'd be funny. Yeah. No, I like that idea though. I'm writing all this down. I'm gonna save it.
No, that's a great idea. Honestly, that's a great idea. Yeah. Cool. Great. Anything else?
I don't have anything.
Good.
Have we gotten anywhere with getting the gravel compacted at Lake Creek?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
actually, I will. I'll send out an email to Melanie and follow up with her and see if they're if they started looking at it at all.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's I haven't thought about that. Perfect. Yeah. We can follow up and see what the city comes back with.
Okay.
Perfect. Miscellaneous items. Anybody? Any miscellaneous, Stephen?
Are we at the end of the agenda?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, and yeah, I've been slammed, so I haven't ordered my Questacada stickers yet. But the design is ready. I'm just like doing some color on them, and then I was gonna also try to get those ordered before we go. But yeah, that's it.
Perfect. And if you don't, since we talked about the yard signs for the QR codes for the survey, you could put the stickers on those yard signs too. Like we could try to find more permanent homes for them. But if we want to do like something like to get it out now, we can also add those stickers to those those QR codes, and they
yeah.
can scan them both at the same time.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, then I'll look into getting those ordered, and then perfect. Yeah, I think we're all good.
Okay.
Great.
Nice.
All right. Perfect. Well, we can adjourn the meeting. Thank you.
All right, thanks.